Thanks for staying tuned. Time for Around the World in 5 with Amarachi Ubani.
Preliminary report on the findings of the Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302 that crashed March 10th says the MAX 737 jet nosedived several times before it hit the ground. The pilots reportedly followed procedures recommended by Boeing before the crash.
In line with international rules on air accidents, the March 10 Ethiopian Airlines crash preliminary report did not attribute blame, nor did it give a detailed analysis of the flight, which is expected to take several months before a final report due within a year.
Repeatedly provided by the manufacturer, but was not able to control the aircraft.
The report recommends Boeing review the aircraft control system, and aviation authorities confirmed the problem had been solved before allowing the model of plane back into the air. The March 10 disaster prompted a worldwide grounding of Boeing's best-selling plane and scrutiny of its certification process.
There were no protests planned in Johannesburg's Alexandra Township, and life has almost returned to normal. This follows protests on Wednesday over mushrooming of illegal structures and service delivery in the area. Our South Africa Bureau Chief, Pt.4, has more.
Relative calm has returned to the streets of Alexandra Township this Thursday after yesterday's #TotalAlex shutdown protest. But the trash and the smoldering remains of yesterday's protest can still be seen. Heaps of uncollected trash and protest trash littered the streets of Alex. Save for some businesses and local schools that took a cautious day off, life is back on as normal.
Everything is normal. We are no more scared. Yesterday, it was too much.
Yesterday, I didn't work yesterday, and today also I'm too scared because they say they go to Santon to drop the memorandum. I don't know if they come back, what is going to be there.
As the protest on day one went on, the community demanded to see the mayor of Johannesburg, Herman Mashaba. They vehemently rejected the member of the mayoral committee for public safety, Michael Sun, who came to speak to them. While the political finger-pointing continues, the anger of the community members simmers. From Alexandra Township, Johannesburg, Pt.4, Channels Television News.
British Prime Minister Theresa May and Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn have been in serious talks drafting a new deal for Brexit.
I want the government to understand that the House does not support the deal that she's agreed. She's got to come up, even at this very late stage, with something that is acceptable to the House, which does move in the direction that I've said that the Labour Party wants in order to reach an agreement with the EU.
Is my noble friend aware of the opinion of the...
Meanwhile, the Upper House and the British Parliament has been debating legislation to force the Prime Minister to seek a new Brexit delay to prevent a potentially disorderly departure on April 12th without a deal. Japanese prosecutors have again arrested former Nissan boss Carlos Ghosn for what local media say is a new case involving alleged payments to a dealer in Oman. It would be the 4th time they've arrested him. He's now facing charges of trying to enrich himself by $5 million at Nissan's expense. Tokyo prosecutors claim the alleged payments were in breach of his legal duties to the automaker. And she's just 2 years old, and you could say she doodles, but those doodles are now worth a pricey sum. Talking about Lola June, who stands canvas ready to create masterpieces, now priced between $300 to $1,800, with people buying 4 of them at a time. In fact, during her last show on March 18th, she sold everything between $500 to $2,800. And that's your international news in 5. I am Amarachi Ubani.
From there, it's on to the sports news, and here's Olumide.
Thank you, Ladi. Hello and welcome to Sports News. Nestle Nigeria has unveiled its plans for the 21st Milo Basketball Championships at a press conference today in Lagos. According to the sponsors, this year's edition will dunk off with the regional conference from May the 8th through the 29th, while the qualifying schools from the conferences will converge on Lagos for the national draw on June the 27th.
For 20 years running, the Milo Basketball Championships has brought excitement to participating schools. Nestle Nigeria is keeping the ball rolling with a press conference to herald the 21st edition of the championship. The sponsors are not alone in this as partners. Representatives of secondary schools and the media are seated to hear what Nestle Nigeria has in stock for 2019.
As we officially kick off the 21st edition of Nestle Milo Basketball Championship, we look forward not only to the displays of skills and sportsmanship, but also to reaching many more children who will be inspired to participate in sports. Since its inception, the Milo Basketball Championship has reached over 1.5 million students who directly participated in the games.
The partners are excited about what the sponsors have achieved with the championship.
Most of the players of Nigerian basketball, the supporters are there. They know everybody. All the players, most of them, give it 90%, they come from Milo basketball competition.
The journey for Nestle Nigeria is no doubt a success story.
Today we have more than 10,000 schools participating in the championship, and the biggest success story is all of the success stories that we see coming out from people who have participated in the past, who today are succeeding in different spheres of life. So you have people like Nkechi, who herself is a member of the Premier League, who herself is a member of the national team. We have examples of people like Dogo, the carpenter entrepreneur. We have people like Dari. We have a number of other people who have participated in the championship and succeeding. And the recent story of Daniel Ogbechi is very, very compelling.
With the press conference done and dusted, the stage is set for the basketball action, and only one school will stand up to be counted when the final is decided on July the 4th at the National Stadium in Lagos.
And that's where we leave it on Sports News. Back to Ladi for the news at 10.
And the main news again, the EFCC today revealed that it had recovered over 239 billion naira stolen from the nation's coffers in the year 2018. That's tonight's news at 10. Thanks for being with us. I am Ladi Akiri Duluale. Good night.